My question for the candidates is, do Black Lives Matter?
No.
48 minutes of dogs barking. 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 Growl. Growl. 48 minutes of dogs barking. 48 minutes of dogs barking.
So we begin. Welcome to 48 minutes of dogs barking. You like your computer? Bring on down here and let
my
Chase's
son
kid fuck it up.
That's right.
Home of challenge pissing.
Wait, piss on your laptop. Yes.
if you get
Hi there. Oh goodness, what a show!
If you get pissed 6 feet up and not get wet, you get 2 months down payment on 64 gigs of RAM. There we go. I got the jokes.
Okay.
I had to force it out.
Yeah.
Like an angry turd after a hard night drinking. But I shit the apple-shaped fecal orb into the toilet, and we're getting it off
Into the proverbial toilet that is our listeners' ears. That's right.
Yes, that's right. I'm shitting it. That's right, folks. I'm shit. Oh, you think that's content you're listening to? No, that's me shitting.
Yep, that's right. What a weird week. On our What's That Classic this week, we kick it off with something that you brought to me, which I still can't believe is real. It's simply entitled A Message to the Reddit CEO. And it's a very unfortunate guy.
It feels like a deep fake. What it feels like is a Tim and Eric bit filmed on way too nice of a camera.
Yes. No, you're exactly right. This guy, his name is Bryan Wade, at least according to his Twitter account. He is the former Twitch staff of 4 years on Clips and VODs, creating content about tech, gaming, and live streaming. Professional Reddit internet janitor. So reads his bio on Twitter. But the other day, apparently, he got booted from his position as a moderator on r/livestream fail. He was considers himself, by the way, the former top mod on.
It's like weird because he does talk about kind of like workers' rights a little bit, like we are unpaid labor, but he does it with such a sense of hubris.
But he's okay. So he's, I want to say early 30s, balding. He's in front of this Windows screensaver ass background with a gigantic Rode lavalier clipped to him. Not a good look, my dude. I hate to tell you.
Kohl's fold up special, not unlike the one I'm wearing right now, polo. Yeah. I'm swagged out.
I was going to say.
This man is Rizless.
Well, first of all, you've got a nice haircut and a good beard going. That definitely goes a long way towards making that particular polo actually look good. Also, you've got probably more definition in your arms there.
Yeah.
But yes, just an off-market Ken doll of a man.
Right now, you've got paws with his mouth like a sex doll.
Yeah, that was intentional. So he has this whole thing. This whole thing is about him getting let go from being a mod. And the reason that he was let go for being a mod.
Not the get ahead too much here, but one of the things that kind of feel like gets scathed about is that Livestream Fails was also apparently kind of like a deep state, like Asmongold, like internet trolling and like bullying Reddit. Yeah,
it was very strange. Top post on Livestream Fails is, okay, somebody being banned from Twitch, streamer Cooney Shitty showing that her women can safely walk past men in Cologne, Germany, attacked multiple times. During New Year's celebrations, this was posted 22 days ago. Clavicular.
Your mom. I told you this guy. I brought him up weeks ago, and you're like, what?
Yeah, I'm watching him, Nick Fuentes, Sneeko, and Andrew Tate at a Miami nightclub where Ye's song Heil Hitler was played.
During a bottle service?
Yeah. So, how is that a fail?
Because it's super fucking cringe.
I know, it's just, okay.
Oh, no, I don't want... Dude, you can't.
Yeah,
don't subject me to Destiny, man. I thought we were pros. You can show me all of the weird manosphere shit, but Destiny is like where I draw the line.
Yeah. So the story of this video, because we're going to talk about the video in a minute, but the story of this video is interesting. Dexerto has this article. The headline, Reddit mod demands to be treated as a celebrity after getting removed from LSF, written by Virginia Glaze.
Hubris! Hubris was the word I was thinking of. This man is too big for his britches.
Yes, absolutely. A moderator for the popular subreddit Livestream Fails has been removed after promoting a dubious reality show, Million Dollar Fan. January of 2026, a show called Million Dollar Fan started getting promoted at the top of the subreddit. This coincided with a number of other endorsements for the show from popular streamers signed to creator agency Mythic Talent, such as Twitch star Extra Emily. The series was supposed to air on Amazon Prime, with filming to begin in November of 2026 in Vancouver, Canada. Competitors would stay at a mansion, creators would face off in a series of events for a record-breaking $20 million. The prize money was an instant red flag for many in the streaming community who quickly began investigating. Curious users found even more issues with the show's official website, which had a domain name based out of Iceland and boasted an AI-generated stock image of the aforementioned luxury mansion on its front page.
Oh, I love Kunt and Yvonne and Extra Emily and Esfand. Who the fuck are these people?
I have no idea. Apparently popular streamers. It was not long, though, before Redditors began labeling the show as a scam. January 13th, the web page promoting the show went dark, and it now boasts a message saying the site can't be reached. The scrutiny didn't end with the website, though. Redditors also turned their attention toward the mod who had pinned the promotion to the subreddit. Skeptical commentators asked the mod, named Stale2000, if he or other moderators had been given some kind of financial incentive to promote the show, worrying that it could be a sham. He debated users in replies, which is not a thing to do. Don't ever debate in replies. That's bad.
No, never. First of all, don't even read the replies.
Well, there's that too. After an investigation by Reddit's Code of Conduct team, he was allegedly removed from his position as an LSF moderator. He gave his version of events in a video he emailed to the platform's CEO, Spez, and that is the video in question.
This video is about a topic of deadly seriousness, and that is of Reddit moderation and the state of your platform.
The smoothing filter is also working super hard.
Yeah.
This dude feels like he's talking to me from a tiny screen in Cyberpunk 2077, talking about how he needs to get back his special Futari figure.
Yes. I'm going to get some Eddies for you, Choom, but you got to get that that girly back for me.
You've got to get me my Lizzie Wizzy fleshlight back.
I can't live without her, Choom. Yeah.
One of the things I want to look at real quick, scroll down.
Yeah.
This was posted 6 days ago.
Yeah.
It has 211K views, which, okay.
Yeah, not bad.
But all of this attention being put on this guy, motherfucker can't even crack 1,000 subs.
Yeah.
Hurting, dog.
And yeah, I mean, the video is really long and kind of weird. I'm going to defer to the Dexerto article for the exact quotes here. Reddit moderators have power. They have influence, he said. Reddit moderators have control over millions of impressions per day, but nobody seems to notice or care.
Can I get this next one? Reddit moderators should be treated like celebrities or influencers. Not because they deserve respect, but because they actually have real power and influence. If not for the world, then at least for your $50 billion company. Maybe if you gave them actual support, they could go from 50 billion to 100 billion.
The moderator went on to argue against the claims of it being a scam, etc. Moist Critical, oh boy, uploaded a response video because what else does he have to do?
Besides looking like Steve Aoki's body double for when, like, he goes to ISBA.
Yeah, exactly right. This is what we got here, folks.
It is an insane video.
Yeah.
It is so cringe.
Yeah.
It feels like we've learned nothing from, like, the forums drama of yore.
Oh, this is a Dear Richard, absolutely.
This is just like the modern version of, like, Zen Wen getting permabanned over and over from something awful 24 years ago.
I mean, there's still guys doing that every day. There's a guy that we refer to as Numbers Guy because every time he re-registers with that day's date. Could be fake. Who knows?
Yeah.
Well,
But what's not fake is heaven.
I wish this was fake. Yes, the Toilet Paper USA has put out a poster for something they're calling the Make Heaven Crowded Tour, featuring Erica Kirk as their confirmed speaker. That happened yesterday at the Harvest Church Riverside in Los Angeles, California. MakeHeavenCrowdedTour.com.
I was going to say, let's check this out. Let's see if she's heading to one of the many questionable mega churches in the greater St. Louis area.
Let's see here. The tour date's coming soon.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, some tour.
Oh, wait,
here we go.
St. Louis is...
It's TBD.
Folks, folks, where could be the funniest place for me to trick while I'm trying to like get my credit card out? Just shit. In Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
So maybe
allegedly.
you should just bleep out a ton of
Oh
that.
yeah, we're gonna have to. It's okay. But here's the other thing: "Make heaven crowded" struck me as a familiar phrase, and I wasn't the only one. At Kill Hamster, producer of I'm From the Internet, immediately clocked it and reposted with this: "Your poison womb is making heaven too fucking crowded." Signed, Zach.
Oh God, is this about awful web? Mm-hmm. Awful link of the day about the lady that kept having abortions or kept having
Miscarriages.
Oh fuck.
So the whole story about that, I know the whole story about that. If you're not familiar, if you're not up on your Something Awful lore, it's from an article from the front page. Yes, there was a front page called "We're All Going to Be Dirt in the Ground" by Zach Parsons at Sexy Facts for You.
Facebook friend. Facebook friend Zach Parsons.
And yes, it was about a website called My Beautiful Angels, which was a distraught mother. This is again Zach's own words, on which a distraught mother had created a shrine for her departed babies that included buying them Beanie Babies every year for their birthdays. The site included fairly disturbing images of the deceased babies as well. Our callous readers barely even gave the site a moment's consideration, but the mother responsible for it belonged to some sort of Mothers of Miscarriages web ring, and word spread far and wide. He then started getting emails. Okay. And he went back and forth with this woman. It got a little heated. He said some mean stuff, "I await the ruin you and the other dead baby moms will bring my vast empire of hatred." And then he says, why don't you submit a fully written awful link of the day to me, and if I like it, I'll replace the dead baby website with the one you come up with. You can turn to your dead baby mom action squad for assistance if you want to make it a group project.
The last line on that is, "And don't be afraid to break out the Elmer's and uncooked macaroni."
Okay, yes. I know.
The funny thing is that I know Zach, at least as a internet acquaintance, is the being not like this now.
Right.
Just to put it in the frame of reference, this is not his heart today.
Right. And I think, this was also the time, it was a lot meaner.
This is 2004.
Right. Again, someone else emails him back, "How dare you, I have myself lost 4 babies and it tears my heart out every day. You disgust me." And his response is, and this was part of the article, "I was done playing around." And so he just sends her this email: "Your poison womb is making heaven too fucking crowded." The article does go on, and it's really brilliant. They write a fake poem for a chicken nugget with googly eyes on it.
Jesus Christ. Oh God, dude! It just, and having known a few couples that have had trouble conceiving and have had to deal with like
Stillbirth, miscarriages, it's terrible.
It is heartbreaking, but there's just some ways people have chosen to go about it where you're kind of opening yourself up, in a way that's not going to bring comforting or empathetic energy.
But make Heaven Crowded Tour 2026. I immediately said, Zach Parsons should sue, actually. I think that's this here. I thought this was cute and fun. I thought a cute and fun one would be good to go out on. "I hope you got paid," says the headline. Dr. Pepper featured TikToker's viral jingle for the brand in its latest ad. TikTok creator Romeo Bingham shared a catchy jingle she wrote and performed for Dr. Pepper in a clip. And here it is. It's just this lady singing about how Dr. Pepper is good.
I have a theme song for Dr. Pepper, and it goes like this. Dr. Pepper, baby, is good and nice. Doo-doo-doo.
That's it.
That's it.
And it was, people kind of loved it, and they got, but Dr. Pepper reached out to her and had her record an actual video for it. So now they have her singing Dr. Pepper, baby, in an ad. She's 25 years old. She's a caregiver from Tacoma, Washington. And so now the tune has gone national. I think that's kind of nice.
Yeah, I saw this the other day as well, and I'm like, wow, okay, this isn't necessarily terrible. I actually don't hate this.
Yeah, it's cute. Oh my God. So crypto scam of the week time.
You're listening to 48 Minutes of Dogs Barking, the podcast.
And now it's time for the Crypto Scam of the Week.
Oh,
I
folks.
feel like it has been a minute since we have done a crypto scam of the week that had a social media element like this.
True that. That is very, very true. So you sent me this tweet, because I'll be dead in the ground before I ever recognize it as X, the Everything app. Sorry, folks. You sent me this tweet from @TattooChaos, who goes by the name Crypto Chaos. I absolutely love this project that I found today, $USOR. What a great narrative going into this month. Tokenization is going to be the biggest use case for crypto, in my opinion. What is $USOR?
So this randomly came up as a reel when I was on Facebook the other day. And I don't get reels for stuff like this, which makes me think that there was someone in my proximity that was viewing content like this. Because that
you picked up via microphone or something?
Well, it's because ads and things, some algorithmic suggestions are based on not what you're doing, what the people around you are doing. Like when I worked for when I worked for a company that had a lot of rich clientele, I would check my Facebook and I would get ads for like the local Porsche dealership. Like at work, if one of the people that works in like the graphic design aspect of the job, if I'm like talking to them for too long, and we both have our phones on us, I'll all of a sudden start getting like Facebook and Instagram ads for like Canva.
Proximity based. Okay, that's interesting.
So that probably means like someone in my office like viewed. I'm not saying they were probably they're like a crypto boomer or something, but probably someone watched a video or two on Facebook or Instagram, and that's how it got into my feed.
Okay. So what do we know about this? What is
so
this?
There's this is like some QAnon shit in a way where it's like BlackRock and what is it, like Jared Kushner or something are going to tokenize the oil industry, like the oil reserves. And it's going to pump all of this money into the cryptocurrency, and it's going to make working class Joes like me and you millionaires overnight.
So 99 Bitcoins. This is a pre-sale news. It says, what is U.S. oil reserve crypto? USOR. What is it, real or fake? Simple answer, it's fake.
Yeah.
It launched on Solana early this year. Currently one of the more hyped and volatile tokens. We have the deck screener here, and it's
just there's not even really much of a dead cat.
Yeah, so the idea is that it gives you on-chain exposure to U.S. oil reserves with a fixed supply of 1 billion tokens, but it's actually just a meme token on Solana.
I don't like crypto Mike Doty.
Comment USOR on this video to get a copy of Ruby Vroom delivered to your inbox.
Right on the blockchain.
Yeah, it's terrible. But
that's how he would pitch it, actually. I think
I know.
He would do it. He'd be like, this is dog shit. Anyways.
Anyway. So Crypto Rug Muncher, which again, I love the name @Crypto Rug Munch. Rug pull warning. USOR looks to be a bundled scam. Dozens of sniper wallets in this project. Bubble maps looks atrocious. Yeah, not great.
Yeah.
So do not invest, by the way. This is financial advice.
But there's just so many TikTok videos of like these broccoli-headed teenagers. I feel like I sent you one.
You did, yeah.
And they're all like, "This is going to retire us.
Yeah,
millions of dollars."
We've heard this before.
I'm really sorry to tell you, everyone out there, that if you didn't buy SHIB this time in 2021, this shit was
Yeah,
that was probably your last chance to have ever gotten any really early on something, because everything is meant to die It's all devs have realized they can do just liquidity pools without having to really put a lot of effort into it. Shitty devs also realize that without even having to worry about doing a liquidity pool, they can just do tax to a wallet for advertising.
Mm-hmm.
And part of like why the Trump token is technically so successful is because there was a buy and sell tax that went to a quote unquote burn wallet or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So while Trump token, I don't even know if there's that many people that made any money off it that weren't like insiders or early snipers. But you can say whoever came up with the token or whoever's behind the token made like a couple $1 million just off of scalping those fees from volume from trading. I think what got this to get the hype that it had, which I hadn't seen for a while on a crypto project, is because of the TikTok thing, and also because it has a website that doesn't. It has a website, first of all. It has a website, and the website doesn't look like shit. Yeah, it actually kind of looks a little professional.
This is very much the fluid design and the style. It's made to look legit, and it does, and that's the problem. They want you to get in and swap with Jupiter, right? How to buy?
Yeah,
swap Sol, hold USR.
But what has been lacking in the crypto space has been this for even legitimate like professionalism, because again, like 99% of crypto is a fucking scam.
Mm-hmm.
But I do shudder at the thought that there's probably a couple dozen projects out there that, from a finance perspective or whatever, they're probably actually viable and legit that will never get to actually do their stuff or actually be productive or be taken seriously because there's all this other noise.
Yeah, so it says they rallied to 25,000 retail investors in the past 3 days. Insider manipulation chances are pretty high.
Yeah.
Not great.
You don't want, if you're being speculative, giving some advice out there. This is financial advice.
Yes.
If you're looking at a shit coin, and you know it's a shit coin, if you are not the first 50 holders, you are exit liquidity.
That's right.
If you look at the chart like this and you see the top 10 or 15 wallets hold like more than 5 or 10%, you're just losing your money.
Yep.
You are, again, just exit liquidity. You are someone else's lunch. And that is on top of my most sincerest financial advice, which is don't fuck with shit coins. Just buy bearer bonds or something, or treasuries, Dutch tulips. I think Labubus are still hot.
I think so. The one that I like, there's just a bunch of like decent bonds that are just like packaged securities.
Yeah, I'm just going to tell you right now, if you think you're so down out that you're going to try and go for some big swings on crypto to get yourself out of your situation, no,
you're not.
No.
Well, our main topic this week, Brian,
jacking off and how to do it at the zoo without getting kicked out. Say you saw the monkeys doing it and you wanted to see if it was fun for you.
No, that's for the bonus. No, we're on the main episode. I'm
trying to calm down the bonobos.
If they see me doing it, they'll stop doing it.
They'll be like, "That's weird." Because that's how I feel when I watch them gang fuck each other.
Right.
Holding their legs in the happy baby pose. How do they even know how to open up their third eye?
Who knows?
The apes are mysterious. Sound off. Call 31.
Yeah.
What is it?
314-246-97. You've heard this for years. 314-246-9766. It's 314 AHOY POO. Let me know how you think monkeys do it.
What's the worst thing you've seen someone do at the zoo?
Oh,
actually, that might be
a good.
Please tell me.
But no, the main topic this week is an internet website called the Internet Action Force. Brian, do you know about this? Have you heard this?
No, I have not.
Well, I asked if you've heard of them, and you said no because they didn't last very long, sadly. It all started May of 2015. This here is a story from Quartz magazine under the subhead, "If You Can't Beat 'Em." The headline, "NewsCorp is embracing BuzzFeed-style comma, viral video. Now, I thought the comma was superfluous there. BuzzFeed-style viral video would have been fine, but, you know, you do you.
It was 2015.
That's true. John McDouling writing here. Just a few months ago, and again, 2015, NewsCorp CEO Robert Thompson went out of his way to take aim at BuzzFeed, the viral content company best known for its listicles, GIFs, and videos, and its ability to capture vast amounts of web traffic. Quote, anyone can attract traffic, but there is trash traffic, and there is real traffic, Thompson said at an investor conference. You go to BuzzFeed, and you're in a strange place. It's a really strange place. Now, NewsCorp, the publishing giant behind staid titles like The Wall Street Journal and The Times of London and plenty of lowbrow tabloids, seems to have undergone a rethink. At the company's Newfront presentation to advertisers in Manhattan today, it showcased a number of new video initiatives. The ones that really piqued our interest is called IAF, or Internet Action Force, which promotional materials described as, quote, the world's first rapid response team of highly trained, socially awkward digital nerds who are charged with surfacing and creating, quote, the web's weirdest content. The initiative, which quietly went live in recent week, falls under the remit of New York Post CEO and publisher Jesse Angelo. Quote, the vision is, could you make rapid response, funny, topical video about what's trending on social that's designed to travel on social and mostly be consumed on phones, he told Quartz on the sidelines at the Newfront event. It's really about making people laugh. To that end, IAF is being staffed mostly with improvisational comedians, he said, and is being led by John DeVore, previously the managing editor of talk show host Conan O'Brien's Team Coco digital offering. The idea was that they were going to create short-form video to compete with things that were emerging on YouTube. Again, this is 2016. And competing with brands like BuzzFeed.
Wow, this sounds really hip and in the moment. So I'm going to ask, did IAF sufficiently capture that millennial zeitgeist of the internet?
No. Short answer, no. Long answer, no.
But they had such talents as Leah Palmieri, Nick Poppy, Adam Wirtz, Cherie Roach,
Yeah.
and of course, the singular Amy Y. Kim.
Yeah.
And they couldn't do it. What happened?
Well, what happened was their videos just weren't all that good. The videos, which now live on YouTube, they're okay, I guess. None of them longer than 5 minutes.
And not a lot of views.
No.
Some of these not even breaking
100.
Oh my God.
I know.
And this was backed by NewsCorp?
This was backed by NewsCorp, yes, sir.
But Instagram.
The highest views on any video they have, again, 2016, all the reasons to vote for Hillary Clinton.
Okay.
Now, the videos do still live on YouTube, so you can go to youtube.com/internetactionforce.tv/videos. I will post the link in the comment because it's difficult to describe. But yes, all the reasons to vote for Hillary Clinton. So here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, I'm voting for Hillary Clinton because she's a woman. What does she stand for? I don't know. Am I going to vote for her? You bet. Hillary Clinton went to Yale. Do you know how smart you have to be to go to Yale? And also really rich. She doesn't even use fillers. Talk about honesty. We can see every wrinkle. That's amazing.
Sue Smith, everybody. Sue Smith, the lone talking head in that video, filmed against a green screen, which they then turned into a white background.
Yeah, which a lot like of her friends is just white.
Just white.
You know what? There was a certain level of cockiness in 2016. And I've suggested, and I'm going to kind of face fuck you with this idea, is that 2016, we're really hitting that 2016 nostalgia because it feels like, you know, it really wasn't like the last good year. Part of why I we're doing this is I did suggest, like, maybe we should make it a partial theme of what we do this year, is looking back at 2016, because it does feel like it kind of was like the last normal year.
Somewhat.
I think that's a flawed thought. I agree with you on that. For me, like, it was the last year I kind of really made any money as a photographer.
Right.
It was the last time that weirdos that didn't go to college and didn't have parents' money could do things like work in media.
Yeah.
2016, 2017, I felt like was the end of a lot of opportunity for people. Like, I felt that like was the economy and the job market and the potential of what you could do in this lifetime really closed off.
Well, we also had, as we kind of talked about in previous episodes, where the internet became less about being an interesting, weird place and started to become all these different walled gardens. The pivot to video was happening at this time, and so it's right at that moment where we were almost in an interesting zone, and then we got pushed by the big money into the not cool zone.
Yeah, and it's funny. We talk about like the 2016 was this, and you get someone like a media theorist like Douglas Rushkoff.
Sure.
Would probably tell you like, no, that happened probably in 2004. Like that probably happened before MySpace.
However,
it just didn't.
It was a long tail.
2016 is when the internet got weird and shitty.
Not in a good way either. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's kind of like how things got worse for video games during like Xbox 360, the PS3 generation. Brown, everything is half the game's a tutorial.
Yeah.
You have to hit yes 3 times if you want to go back to the title screen or quit.
Still a lot of that.
Sadly. And the wild thing I found out, I want to say it was from Rope Kid, that said that like a lot of that stuff came from like the PlayStation and Xbox, like official, like Microsoft and Sony's official style book for game design.
Wow.
In that era was that you had to like make shit as hand-holdy as possible.
Huh.
I always look back at probably from the beginning of the PS3 Xbox generation to like probably Scott Pilgrim, the movie, as nerd culture becoming mainstream culture. But then you start seeing from like 2010 to 2016, you start seeing like a really new sense of hyper exploitation, hyper corporatization on the internet. I feel like it really does fucking hit. I think the pinnacle of that is the pivot to video, because I think that had the most negative ramifications. I'll fucking say on American culture.
Yeah,
because that killed so many institutions, that changed how we interact with media, changes how we interact with social media with each other. Killed so many pathways.
No, absolutely, because there was media consolidation that happened because of pivot to video. There was a number of sites that just died because they tried to pivot to video. So many. I mean, we could sit here all day naming them, but like Vox and a bunch of people that did quality journalism, because of the pivot to video thing, they lost a cadre of writers. Websites were shuttering by the thousands. Because they were all trying to pivot to video, and then when they tried to do it and they failed to do it, things just died on the vine. And that's exactly what happened with this Internet Action Force. This was NewsCorp, again, New York Post, and they were trying to be hip.
How do you do, fellow teenagers?
Exactly. They were trying to compete.
Would you like to like and subscribe to PewDiePie?
Well, they were trying to compete with BuzzFeed, and the problem was BuzzFeed had been a long-established brand. Yes, they trafficked in low-quality kind of shit content, but they also had a number of creatives on the site already. So they had a bunch of people that were already there, and when BuzzFeed pivoted to video, they had a deep bench to draw from. Companies like this didn't. They had to kind of go from outside. Then we mentioned John DeVore. John DeVore, again, coming to you from Conan O'Brien's existing web group, Team Coco. Now, why he would ever leave Conan O'Brien, I do not know. That is a strange choice. But to go from, I'm sure it was a money thing, right? I'm sure it was like, hey, we'll pay you X amount of dollars to leave Team Coco. He's like, well, money's pretty good. Yeah. Why not?
And there's so many, I mean, fuck, man. You go and you look at people that worked on The Simpsons in the 90s.
Sure.
And guys that, wrote some really meaningful episodes. They were good showrunners or good production people. And, they get offered, some ridiculous amount of money to go work on The Critic or fucking Family Dog or some shit. Duckman.
He'll work for Duckman, yeah.
And you know what? I will actually say that Duckman has.
I will go to bat for Duckman.
Yeah.
Yes. Jason
Duckman still
Alexander
has some
God damn.
amazing bits, and also made me scared of women.
But also, Jason Alexander flexing his muscles mid Seinfeld in a cartoon show about a horny duck. I mean, what the fuck, dude?
And apparently, I think he had the same frustration that John Lovitz had.
Oh, yeah.
With the critic, which is like, I picked a voice that was good, but was difficult and hard on my voice to perform consistently.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
What really fucks me up is that AIF, Internet Action Force, again, had every on-ramp to actually succeed. Again, you sniped a guy from Team Coco, who was themselves a pretty decent force in internet video at the time. You got a bunch of, like we mentioned, all those names. Those people, well, not big names today, were kind of, they were on the forefront. These were some folks. You had all the News Corp money behind it, okay? You had a lot of things going for it. The idea is they're going to be reacting to the news, doing these super quick. Again, not many of these videos are longer than like 3 minutes. Short form video content. It's cheap. It's easy to produce. It can be funny, unlike the Hillary Clinton video. It had a lot of things going for it in its favor, is what I'm saying. There should have been a longer on-ramp and off-ramp for this thing, but sadly, not great. So this is the actual media kit. It's the IAF Post-Digital Network. Internet Action Force is the code name of the world's first rapid response team of highly trained, socially awkward digital nerds. Original is one of the slugs here. Topical, proprietary series produced fresh daily. Curated, fun, buzzworthy videos. Many licensed exclusively. Social, original, interactive social media content. GIFs, memes, social videos. Entertaining. Combined, our content will engage users, evoke positive emotions, and embrace digital mobile culture. Because again, cell phone video.
Yeah.
That was going to be it.
This kind of sounds like they were trying to do like proto streamer content in a way.
In a way.
Having this quick turnaround, have it be, high quality but uncomplicated production.
Right. Low cost.
For me, that sounds like, that sounds like streamer culture. That sounds like watching Hassan Piker, Moist Critical, or whatever, or like
Asmongold, or you name him.
The Roach King, I think they call him. The Roach Man? God, what? He's going to get like a bed sore. Anyway, Asmongold, take a shower. Boy, take a shower.
That's right.
Dude, for being such a right-wing weirdo, listen to Jordan Peterson and clean your fucking room. The Dragons of Chaos are fucking up your vibes, bro.
That's right.
What is the McRib really made of? Okay, now
see, this is the kind of content. Now, again, this is simply an infographic on the screen, a video of the McRib itself, and some facts. Here, let's check it out. Okay, again, McRib is back, they're saying. Minute 54. This video is like an endurance test, I'm going to be honest.
Fucking Burger Records ass fucking song.
And they're doing a whole bit like, okay, it's got ball bearings and dandruff and fear in it, candles, door stops, food coloring number 666,
eels,
azocarbamide, Twinkies, mono and diglycerides, the secrets of Cthulhu. So it's a
watermelon seeds,
tiny bones, bath salts, panda eyelashes.
You could do like a third of these.
Yeah,
and it would have been funny. Ferrets. I mean, like, okay, you could really cut this down and it would have been better.
Fecal splatter, adamantium,
jet fuel,
and time. Yeah, it's 2 minutes long, and 20 seconds of it is their ad at the end. It's not great.
This is not Eric Andre show. This is so weird.
Very strange. They condensed the 2016 Democratic debate into 46 seconds. Here's another clip of this. Let's see.
Not even 5,000 subscribers on this channel.
Do you change your political identity based on who you're talking to?
No.
Are you ready to take a position tonight?
No.
Secretary Clinton, do you want to respond?
No.
Is Bernie Sanders tough enough on guns?
No. Not at all.
My question for the candidates is, do Black Lives Matter?
No.
Which enemy are you most proud of?
No.
Will you say anything to get elected?
No.
Each candidate will have 2 minutes to introduce themselves. Secretary Clinton?
Well, thank you. And no.
I mean,
Okay. All right.
doing a little Vic Berger stolen valor here.
Okay. I got that one. That
Fair.
one's pretty
Hillary
good.
Clinton was a historically bad candidate.
0 comments. 10 years to get comments in on this. 0.
Can you add a comment that says I'm gay?
I'm going to spell it wrong, though.
Okay.
IMGAE. That's
Great. We did it. We did, Jason. We made internet history.
Internet Action Force. Not great, folks.
Wow.
Now, I will say, I don't want to shit too hard on it because they tried. I don't think they tried too hard, but they tried. We do have some really funny people on that. This article here from comedycake.com, which I'd never heard of until today, does mention some of the comedians that did appear on the show. Joe Firestone, or if you know Joe Firestone, I love her very much. The Reformed Whores, Sue Smith, and a few others. But yeah, they did an interview with John DeVore, and they talk about IAF. He says he started out as a receptionist, then jumped to writing about Y2K software for businesses. He was part of the launch team for the Maxim magazine website. Yeah, it says, believe it or not, back then, Maxim was very much a bro-centric humor magazine. I think my first joke was probably a very cerebral genital or flatulence joke. From there, I've worked for many comedy sites. Check out my self-aggrandizing bio on LinkedIn. Beltway brat raised in Virginia by militant Texans. I am obsessed with Texas and Texans. They're America's Klingons. That's a good bit.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, he moved to
and
New
that
York.
I have no problem when they die.
Yeah. After moving to New York in the 90s, he fell in love with the internet. My favorite list of writers, he says, is long and weird. Poe, Dorothy Parker, Rod Serling, Molly Ivins, David Sedaris, Larry McMurtry, John Krakauer, every single Mad magazine writer from the 70s, The Onion in the early aughts, George Saunders, Mallory Ortberg, and so on.
It's pretty solid name drops right there.
Yeah. Janelle James, for those of you who do not watch Abbott Elementary, she plays the principal, Ava. One of her early bits was for the Internet Action Force doing a recap of the Academy Awards. That was pretty funny.
Nice ball of red wine there.
Yep, for sure. But he talks about, working with Team Coco. Let's see here. Working for Team Coco and Conan was an incredible experience. I learned so much. Okay, that's not really much there. The question here, Internet Action Force is still in its infancy. Some have described the site as a mix of BuzzFeed and Funny or Die, who we've also covered on the show.
Yeah.
How would you describe IAF to the uninitiated? DeVore, when I describe IAF to my mom, I tell her it's a website with silly videos. When I describe IAF to professionals, I tell them it's a rapid response. It's the same with the fucking rapid response thing. That bothers me. Team of digital nerds that produce short, funny videos about what other digital nerds are talking about on social media. Then I mention millennials and laugh because millennials don't really exist. They're made up. I hope... My main hope for IAF in 2016 is to continue creating original, quirky, short videos for the funniest comedians we can find, and to continue trying to entertain those of us who spend a lot of time staring at our phones. He does make a special mention of women comedians, right? IAF casts some of the funniest comedians in NYC.
Yeah. Just but obviously not smart enough to get Dasha.
Again, 2016, they weren't quite a known quantity just yet. I think the sailor suit video had just come out, so, they weren't quite there yet.
It's weird to think we're also coming on the 10-year anniversary of Cumtown and Chapo.
True that. Yeah.
That feels weird.
So this was a detail I was not aware of until today when we were doing a little bit more research on the show. But yes, he was a frequent panelist on Fox's Red Eye. If you remember the Red Eye, the late night show, it's kind of a morning zoo, but overnight.
Was really weird.
Yes. Local band Tilts.
Tilts were on there.
Yeah.
Nick Mullen was on there with John Bolton.
Oh, yeah.
Which is such a weird juxtaposition.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he says, I like to think of myself as a liberal punching bag on Red Eye. Here's the best one. Can you give our readership a glimpse into the typical day of the IAF writing team? What's the video creation process like from start to finish? It's pretty crazy, he says. We're a small crew of 8 producing a minimum of 3 videos a day. I like to think of IAF as a deconstructed late night show in some ways. Our day begins with a morning meeting where we go over topics and talent. We're always trying to create stuff that we authentically find funny and then pray that other people do too. We write on the fly a lot or the night before. After the morning meeting, from late morning to early afternoon, we're shooting and editing. The videos go out near the end of the day, then we collapse. I am proud of the artisanal videos we produce. Sometimes they're goofy, sometimes they're controversial, sometimes they're really weird, but we're having fun, and hopefully that comes through. And then they include the link to Joe Firestone, again, in a video called New Study Suggests Science Hates Dogs.
Hello, I'm Joe Firestone, and this is Study Says. You ready to learn about nothing? A study in the journal Biology Letters says pet dogs are quitters and give up too easily. Pet dogs are quitters? Why are you hating on pet dogs? They're quitters because they sit when you say sit? I hope you get a lot of scary mail sent to you, like scary mail written in just blood. Fuck this journal. Go learn what love is. I love you, Spike. According to this study, I'm super high. I'm gonna go have sex. See you later. Goodbye. It's 10 in the morning.
Telling on themselves there with the it's 10 in the morning. According to this study, I'm super high. Yeah, Joe, I couldn't tell. Yeah, Joe Firestone is very funny, but she was not given a lot to work with there. Let's be honest, you know. That's what happens when you create 3 videos a day.
Yeah, I think the magic is maybe talking about things. I feel like some more news is really good at being able to talk about things that are recent, but also talking about stuff with a slightly longer view.
Well, and I think Dr. Mr. Cody and everyone on that crew.
Wombo, don't forget Wombo.
Listen, I will forget about Warmbo as much as I like, but that whole crew, they have good writers, is the point, and they have a team that understands. Okay, yes, we're going to do longer content, and we're also going to charm everybody's pants off with Dr. Mr. Cody. The other thing is also short form video is tough to do on a consistent basis regularly. I know a few people who do it and do it well, and that's pretty much their entire job. I'm thinking of Jason Pargrin, the author, still writes, but also seems to spend a lot of time recording videos for short form on the Instagrams and the TikToks there.
Yeah.
There's a few that do it well. Again, this was 2016. We didn't have TikTok. We didn't have Instagram Reels. Now, they may have fit in better in that milieu, but they were too early.
I would say a little bit early. I also would say, like, part of what allows, I think, like, podcasts and a couple of YouTube channels and streamers to be so quick on their heels about riffing or reporting on current events, you know, like almost like CNN-esque way of just like, man, we've just quick turnaround, rapid responses,
Rapid response, yeah.
As the pitch deck said, rapid response. God, they're shooting ropes so fast you don't even see them hit your face, and all of a sudden, bukkake.
You're swimming in content.
You're feeling like Dirty Dave is at the Tampa bukkake is going bukkake at you, and
you're drowning in content.
You're drowning in content. You've got the silver plate beneath your heaving chest.
You're scooping it up with your fingers, but you can't quite get it. Yeah,
you can't quite get it. You're waiting for it to gel a little bit.
Internet Action Force.
But what I was getting at was that they have a deeper. They know ball a little better than I think these guys did. As what I was trying to get at.
That's true.
I think they are ball knowers. They have a little bit. They have the background to be agile.
Well, part of that is, you know, if you think about some of these guys, Pargrin and Dr. Mr. Cody in particular, they wrote for Cracked before Cracked became a video site. So they had the deep background of writing first.
And man, like Cracked from like 2009 to I want to say like 2015 was kind of amazing.
Oh yeah.
I paid for the Cracked app. I mean, it was $1.
If you think about it, think about how many brilliant minds they got. They had Pargrin. writing under the name David Wong. They had Cody. They had Sean Baby for a while. They had Zach Parsons. You think about it, they had an all-star roster on that
It's
site.
really insane. It's like talking about certain seasons of Saturday Night Live or like certain eras of Mad Magazine.
The Dream Team Chicago Bulls, for fuck's sake.
The 96 Bulls. 96 Bulls of listicles.
Yeah. Because
they
they
were
were
both
actually
funny
well-written.
and informative.
Well, exactly. And they were well written.
And Cracked has tried to go back to those Halcyon days with some mixed results. I've read some recent listicle articles of theirs that were fine. They pale in comparison to what was going on.
They don't have a Brockaway. They don't have a Sean Baby. They don't have a Pargan. They don't have a they don't have a Cody. You name it. Like all of those big, again, in my mind, all of those talented voices just are not there. And if they are there, they haven't been developed in a way that lets them really go nuts. Internet Action Force, despite having some pretty good comedy in front of the camera, I just don't think had the juice behind the camera. They didn't have the writing. And that's where it fell apart for me. Their Twitter is still up, at Internet Action, but their last posts were March of 2016.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel coherent. Doesn't feel like there was a house style that they were trying to gravitate around. I'm not saying a house style has to be very like homogenous and singular, but just the stuff that I've seen and you've shown me here, because I didn't know about this fucking thing until you mentioned it to me the other day.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel like, I'd say inconsistent.
Yeah, it feels inconsistent. No, you're right.
And it also feels like they didn't last long enough to really find what was the moneymaker or what worked, their rhythm.
Yeah, just under a year from when they started, which was February of 2015, to when they stopped, which was March of 2016. And there's no big event. Nothing blew up, right? No brand deal exploded or whatever. They never really did any big numbers. I'm looking at their tweets and they're like one or two retweets.
Yeah, this is kind of painful.
Now, John DeVore, on the other hand, has managed to escape that kind of fate. He has a book coming out called Theater Kids, A True Tale of Off-Broadway. His website, jdv.lol. Can we get a copy of this book? Yeah, June 18th, 2024, so it is out.
Hey, John, why don't you fucking update your bio on the Nazi site?
I know, right? Yeah, but he's still active on Blue Sky. But this article is actually it's from his Substack called 150 Word Reviews. And it's actually much, much longer than that.
Huh. It's a misnomer.
Uh-huh. That is a newsletter you can subscribe to if you like his writing, But I did there's a line in this piece where he talks about, I haven't watched Masters of the Universe cartoon in decades. The last time I watched the movie, the live action film that he's referring to, was during college when I was deep frying my brain cells. I'm not particularly nostalgic about the shows and toys I grew up with. Nostalgia is just candied grief. I don't want to mourn for what was, even if it tastes sweet. So I do kind of like some of his writing.
What's in a McRib? Not a lot of laughs.
Not a lot of laughs.
Not a lot of laughs
You're
in this
right.
McRib. They, unfortunately, the laughs had to woke.
Yeah,
woke killed the laughs. I'm with her, which unfortunately does not. It sounds a lot like I'm with laughter.
Yeah,
but no, it's I'm with her. It's like the FedEx arrow.
Exactly.
Of women. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Pantsuits, her emails.
Oh, the whole bit. I'm chilling in Cedar Rapids.
Chilling in Cedar Rapids. Pokemon.
Go to the polls.
Go to the polls.
Looking here at his own bio, okay, nowhere, by the way, does it mention Internet Action Force. But
fucking liar.
Think about this, okay? Deputy editor of Premiere.com. That's a film website. He wrote the weekly Mind of Man column for women's site The Frisky, a blogger for both Playboy and WeTV. He worked for CNN Go, as long as that lasted, and Etocracy. He did a SiriusXM show, call-in show called Devore Indiana for the Maxim Radium channel. He did DMZ with John DeVore for SiriusXM's Indie Talk, senior writer at Maxim Magazine, editorial launch team for Maxim.com, one of the launch editors for Jokes.com, which was then sold to Comedy Central. For Comedy Central, he wrote websites that supported South Park, The Daily Show, Reno 911, and more. He is senior editor at Chickenhead Productions, which launched multiple websites, chickenhead.com, psychedelicrepublicans.com, and the award-winning, critically lauded political parody whitehouse.org. He wrote for New York Times, Time Out, New York Press, New York Sun, Men's Journal, Cracked, Sound and Vision, New Republic, Cosmopolitan, AOL, Esquire, New York Magazine, Indecision Forever from Comedy Central, FearNet, Public Radio International, the White House Incorporated Employee Handbook, and a regular guest and liberal punching bag for 4 years on Red Eye with Greg Gutfeld. Nowhere in this bio is mentioned the Internet Action Force because, it did not last long enough to be noteworthy. It didn't even last long enough to be noteworthy alongside psychedelicrepublicans.com.
The fuck is whitehouse.org?
All right, that's going to be a topic for another episode.
What's Max Hardcore up to? Can we get him? Do we got the poll?
He died, didn't he?
I hope they buried him with his favorite.
Hold on. Now I got to look this up.
They buried him with his favorite lipstick.
Oh, Jesus.
He did. He died in 2023.
Yeah.
We could have gotten him.
We could have gotten him. We did start the show that year.
He rose to prominence in 1992 with the film series The Ale Adventures of Max Hardcore.
Now imagine the Star Wars nerds getting a hold of that. Well, you see in episode 14 of the Anal Adventures of Max Hardcore.
Thyroid cancer.
Yeah.
Hospitalized with an infection in his throat that spread to other parts of his body, causing septic shock, pneumonia, and organ failure. I hope that he got to spit into an open asshole one last time.
You know what? Yeah.
You know, like it's that thing where like the doctors let you like your terminal gram, they let you sneak in like her favorite liquor or something.
Oh.
They brought in like, I don't know, some girl with a chess piece.
Sure. See, I was thinking it was like a Make-A-Wish thing.
Like a Make-A-Wish. I want to spit John Cena's asshole. All right, champ. Would you spit John Cena's asshole?
Sure.
If he asked you?
Sure.
What if he didn't? What if you
now
saw
that's
him
a big
in line
difference.
for the Incredible Hulk roller coaster at
Universal?
Adventure Island?
Yeah, no, I know.
Just right in, he's wearing his jorts, and the jorts are baggy enough that you probably could get under there and really hock a wet one right into his little balloon knot.
No, and you know why?
You think he has enough back problems without trying? He's on fucking. I'm just imagining John Cena being on Howard Stern, being like, all these back problems because this weird guy from Missouri keeps trying to touch my butthole. And I keep fucking up my back because I'm just like jerking around everywhere. You know, I've been taking all these bumps for years as a wrestler, and
but this guy,
this guy around here is trying to credit card me all the time.
Fucking podcasters.
The one time he got real close.
Yeah. No, I would not. Well, here's the thing.
I would love to pose as a Make-A-Wish kid and just make John Cena really uncomfortable. Like, John Cena, will you watch a Max Hardcore video with me?
All right, champ.
Will you sign my bootleg John Cena wallet that I got at a flea market in Daytona, Florida?
I don't know. I feel like seeing enough interviews of him lately, like he might be in on the joke at that point. You know, you're like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I'll let you suck my dick a little bit.
Playing just the tip with John Cena. Yeah. Anyway,
you know what?
Yeah.
How did that guy who was the Flash, that was such a fucking weirdo, how does he not molest any kids in that movie? Because he seems like it would be part and partial.
Yeah.
That he would just abduct some children.
Just whatever.
Here, watch Pain Olympics with me.
Right.
What's this guy doing to his butthole? Anyways, that happens.
You ever seen one of these before? Yeah, I know. I understand. All right, well, that about does it for the program. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We're going to tell you people where to find us online. Brian, why don't you start off by telling them?
Wumbo says if you want to find Brian on the internet,
oh, no.
You can go over to www.assholemusicphotographer.com. He also has a Substack because he's a little bitch. Over at amusicphotographer.substack.com.
Jesus.
Wait, Wombo.
Jesus, Wormbo.
Sorry, I've been hanging out with Nicholas Mullen.
Well, okay. Just be careful.
Who knows what Jason left in this episode? But at this point, I know you're probably sick and tired of hearing our voices. So, Jason,
yes,
where can people find you desecrating the good name of Warmbo?
Oh, everywhere. Anytime there's a video crime, chances are that's going to be me. That's Twitter, Blue Sky, Letterboxd, you name it. VIDEOCRIME. You can also find me on a show that's not this one. It's called Submitted for the Approval of the Midnight Pals. There, I play a fictionalized version of horror icon Stephen King. That's right. Our finale coming very, very soon. I'm very excited. It's a musical episode, so do that thing. That is midnight-pals.simplecast.com, or anywhere podcasts are sold, just search the words Midnight Pals. You can reach this show in a number of ways. My personal favorite is, of course, as we mentioned earlier in the show, the telephone, 314-246-9766. That's 314-AHOY POO if you like to spell with your telephone, and God knows I do. Shoot us a text, leave us a voicemail, whatever it is. We will be happy to receive you. You can also shoot us an email, Jason at 8 minutesofdogsbarking.com, Bryan with a Y at 8 minutesofdogsbarking.com. Support the show on Patreon, patreon.com/48minutesofdogs. There you will find our post-show hangout called Thanks I Hate It, amongst many, many other things. We do still owe our punishment tier viewers something from 2025. Fear not, I have a plan, and you'll see what it all entails in a moment. Patreon.com/48minutesofdogs. Well, that about does it for the program. We really appreciate you hanging out with us on a Blur's Day. As we always say at this time, namaste. 25th Amendment now. Eat the knife. And who ate all the pussy?
Jesus Christ.